light and heat. Time to take a stand, boys. Time to make a choice. Time to find our courage. Time to be deployed. Make our only stand here. Make our roads complete. All we waited for now, past and future meet. Get your weapons ready. Kiss loved ones goodbye. Now our time is coming, and it is not the time to cry. Hopelessly outnumbered, it's tragic but it's true. Make your last formation, take the final road. Now it's time for endings, now it's time to go. Fight the war. Oh, fight the war. Fight the war.
Song, you're not gonna make me pay Matt Mo, cause Duranka's wrong. I was actually 2 minutes off. What's up? What's going on, everybody? Yes, I know it's actually 10:02. Just turned 10:03, but I actually started speaking at 10:02. So good to see everybody. I hope everyone is doing well today. What is going on, Matt Mo? Hello, Duranker. What's up, Shadowed Mage? Hello, Zar Dragoon. What's up, MMORPG? What's going on, Shadowed Mage? Hello, Lego. What's up, The Recruit? Good to see you, man. And I took a look at that GIF, and yes, that's one of many reasons I want a cat. That, and my wife is very allergic, and also I like to have pets that actually care whether or not I have them or are around or exist, like my dog. So many good things about cats, but cats being focused on humans, not so much. Anyway, good to see those folks. Good to see Stolpen. Good to see Grand Blade. Hello, everyone, tonight. I hope everyone is doing well. Hello, Game Misconduct. What's going on? Cambridge, New York City. What is up? Hello, Vayaden. What's going on? Hello, sir. Hello, Porquitos. And, yeah, what's up? Did I say hi to you twice? You deserve twice the love today, Shadowed, for some reason. Good to see everybody. It is a wonderful night tonight. I had a very relaxing day. Got a little bit of work done, although I need to get more done over the coming week. And then I went to a family event, which was a kid's birthday party for a friend of my daughter's. And so we went to this place that's a pool that's made to look like a pond, which was pretty cool. I'd never actually seen something like that before. So, and because last night we had actually been at another party with a lot of the same folks. These are all people that she went to kindergarten with last year. So it was all families, and she has a very small kindergarten class, so the parents are pretty close. So we got together and hung out with them and did a whole bunch of stuff at this incredibly gorgeous house that must take freaking 6 months to actually manage for every month that you're living in it. It's pretty incredible. And then today went to the pond that looks like a pool. I mean, the pool that looks like a pond, and hung out and relaxed and all that stuff. And so I got a lot of family time in over the weekend. And yeah, so now it's time for some Warlock 2 single player campaign. I already ducked your car, Grand Blade. I have a new actually set up where I am able, through my streaming ability, to dodge any car sent at me, because in preparation, because I knew that was going to happen. See, I knew that was occurring at the time. Yes, I chose family over streaming. Once in a while that happens, Duranker, believe it or not, once in a while. Anyway, it's good to see everyone today. Let me get rid of this, let me get rid of that, and let me put on that. There we go. Whoa, hello. Hello, hi-hat. What's going on, everyone? Welcome. Welcome to my stream. Welcome to the world of ARV, yeah, we're gonna get to it. I hope everyone is having a wonderful weekend, this is a special little Sunday cast to get me started playing Warlock 2, the Exiled. Just a quick programming note about things coming up. Tomorrow evening, I am going to be streaming the final part of Part 1, if that makes any sense. I'm going to be concluding the first part of a 4-part adventure, Ghosts of Dragonspear Castle. That's with D&D Next. So we're going to be finishing up Part 1 of that adventure tomorrow, and that's with the Infinity and Beyond crew, which is myself, series runner King Foom, Inaminatus, Optic Nerve Productions, John Helfers, and Sod. So all of those folks are going to be with me tomorrow, and we're going to conclude Part 1 of that adventure. Then the next D&D session we do is going to be Icewind Dale, and then we'll go back to D&D Next. So we're going to be basically alternating between D&D Next and Icewind Dale once we get done with the first part of the P&P adventure tomorrow. So definitely tune back in for that. Then either Tuesday or Wednesday, I'm going to see if I can get one more stream in, because I'm not going to be here for the rest of the week. On Wednesday, probably Wednesday night, we haven't decided totally, but at least from Thursday morning anyway, through the weekend, I'm going to be gone at a conference in Washington, D.C. This time it's a conference that my wife is going to, and so my daughter and I are going along with my wife. She's going to be doing, going to all these panels and workshops and things like that. And my daughter and I are going to take a look at our Fair Nations capital. So we're going to look around and check out the Washington Monument and, the Capitol and everything else. I found out that you can't actually take a White House tour just sort of like by waiting in lines anymore. You actually have to get it through a member of Congress, and you have to do it a month ahead of time. I was not aware, so I'll try calling my rep tomorrow, but assuming that the office is not able to help me out, then we're just going to have to settle for looking at the outside of the White House. But we'll check a lot of the other things out. I'm looking forward to taking her to the Smithsonian, and there's a new children's museum that just opened up in 2012, which everyone says is pretty awesome. So anyway, that's what I'm going to be doing over the weekend. I will be back on Monday, and then probably Monday night we'll be back to one of my streams, and then we'll be into a rather normal schedule, which is Warlock 2, the game that I'm starting tonight, single player. I'll be doing that on my solo streams. Divinity Original Sin will be the co-op game that I'm playing with Series Runner. And then last, but certainly not least, the D&D stuff with the Infinity and Beyond crew. So that's what we're looking at. Okay, let's see. What have we got? Let's see. Orange Eleron. Yeah, I know. A red. What's up, Greg? Good to see you, man. There's that ugly mug. Yeah, thanks, Duranka. Very cute. Very cute. An orange shirt, a red hat. What's wrong with this? It works. It's in the same family. It's in the same family. This is red. This is orange. Orange is a brighter red. It's fine. Oh, goodness. Let's see. Oh, have a boat. Now, see, I did not plan to resist a boat. I'm going to have to work about that. Yes, I am actually, yes, I'm going to see if I can get to the Library of Congress, definitely. Because, I'd say it'd be really cool. I wonder if I could do this, because I know that my novel and actually the books that I've been in are in the Library of Congress. I wonder if I could actually go to the Library of Congress and see whether my book is there. I mean, I know it is. But I mean, I wonder how that's involved, because I've never actually been to the Library of Congress. Last time that I went to Washington, D.C., I went there for debate back in college. And other than that, I've just basically driven around or through it. But the last time that I really sort of did the tour is 8th grade, which I feel is like where most people in the United States go to Washington, D.C. is at some point they go with their 8th grade in high school, or a lot of them do. And so that's the last time I did it. And back then you could do a tour of the FBI. Apparently that's closed now. You can't do that anymore. So there's a whole bunch of stuff that you can't do. So it's all going to be new to me. But anyway, it'll be fun. I'm looking forward to giving it a try. Yes. It's adorable you think that works. Shut up, Shadowed. This is an awesome in-range thing. This thing fits. Look. See? Look at that. That matches. See? Orange. That's right. Now, if I showed you my pants, because I'm currently wearing snowflake, I'm currently wearing basically my sweatpants, and they're these sweatpant pajama type things that my wife and daughter got me for Christmas a couple years back. So it's this snowflake pattern. That does not match. I will fully acknowledge that does not match this outfit. But I'm like the ESPN guys. You know, they say that the ESPN guys wear suits like on their torsos, and they wear like shorts or something like, you know, below, because no one ever sees the suit pants. Although I guess a couple of times now they've started to get them standing up and like next to the big screens. Most of the time though, the ESPN anchors, the rumor was for a long time, no reason to wear dress pants. So you guys don't need to see that part. This part matches. And yes, it is a Dutch kit. This is a Netherlands shirt. Yeah. I look like an escaped inmate breaking into people's homes to stream. That's funny to Ranker. Yeah, you never been to BC. I've been to Baltimore and I've been to Annapolis. I actually went to a wedding at the Naval Academy, the church that's on the grounds of the Naval Academy. That was unbelievable. First of all, there's a chapel, this incredible chapel that's on the grounds of the Naval Academy in Annapolis. And when you walk out, and everybody did this, they walked out, the bride and the groom walks out underneath the crossed swords above them as they walk out. That was slick. I was like, I'm telling you right now, I would not want to be in the military, but if I got to get married and walk out under some crossed swords, that's badass. That was pretty cool. So yeah, Annapolis was nice. Oh man. What's up, Lego? Yeah, you don't have to stand up and show us your pants. That's fine. I wasn't planning to. Just be aware that I do have them on. Just know that I have pants on. I just wanted to be aware this is not a no pants cast. In case you were all curious. Yeah, Baltimore's cool. I actually went to see the Edgar Allan Poe house in Baltimore, which was interesting because it's kind of in a junky place of Baltimore, to be honest with you. Yeah, so it was not bad. I mean, down the harbor and everything. I wasn't wild about Baltimore, honestly. There were parts of it that I thought were a lot of parts of it that were kind of eh. I have a friend who really likes Baltimore, but that same friend also likes Detroit. And with all respect to my viewers who are from Detroit, Detroit's going through a rough spot right now. Having gone through Detroit, Detroit is not a city that I would like to spend a lot of time visiting, to be honest with you. There's some cities that I think are absolutely gorgeous. Detroit does not kind of rank in that sitting for me. And Baltimore, I was kind of like just meh about. I was like, it's okay, but yeah, pants are overrated. Exactly, MMO. Too many Ravens fans. Amen. And as a Pittsburgh Steelers fan myself, got to be careful about how that stuff goes. Oh my God, you rode 74 miles on a bike? Jeez, man. What's up, Demizer? Good to see you. 74 miles, dude. How fast did that take you? 74 miles. That is crazy. Holy cow. That's what happens when you live in a state where like it takes 75 miles to get to the closest 7-Eleven. Yeah, exactly, Cambridge, exactly. All right, everyone. Well, so we're playing Warlock 2. We're going to do the single-player campaign. I have been jonesing for a fantasy turn-based strategy game, and when I did this a few weeks ago when we played Warlock 2, I actually played it, and I was kind of like, well, I don't know whether I'm going to like it or not, but John wanted to see if we could kind of get a little exposure for it, and the book he wrote, and I'm like, all right, it'll be fine. I didn't know what to expect. I really had a good time with it, so I'm hoping that is the same way with the single-player campaign. But let us get to it. Let us do the job. You're all about the Bears. How did that work out, MMO? How did your dad get to be a Steelers fan and you're a Bears fan? New England Patriots or nothing. Bah. Bah, I say. Bah. That's what I say to you. You're in Iowa? What is Ragbri? Took you about 10 hours. You're stopping for ice cream every hour. So that's pretty funny. What is Ragbri? I have never heard of that in my life. No. Let me make sure that I've got this captured properly. Here we go with Warlock 2.
Leader of the Dremons. Grave news arrived at the moment of the most glorious triumph. While he was away, one of his colleagues had cast the spell of unity and became the master of our day. Other mages and even gods had to leave their homeworld. Death, or a fate even worse than death,
Hi, Helness.
But he did not lose his spirit. Traveling through the worlds, he encountered the Plane Striders, the remnants of long-lost power. The great mage won their hearts by his immense wisdom and kindness, and became their new leader. Through the shards of worlds that were torn apart by the Dremels, he leads his new army back home.
Yeah, I know, Call.
To the world that was stolen from him. To Arcadia.
Yeah, I gotta fix it. It was actually drowned out by the music, which is unfortunate. Alright, so give me a second, guys. I forgot I have to resize this window, which is irritating. So give me just a moment while I get that fixed and squared away. Good to see you, Call. Yeah, I know, the Sean Connery impression. That's the guy that, that was the guy who actually was on stream when we played this the last time. I don't know if you remember, but he actually came on, and now I'm embarrassed to say that I've forgotten all of a sudden. I've forgotten what his name was. Whoops. Okay, I've almost got that resized properly. Good. Now, bear with me a second. Nice. There we go. Now I got it resized. Ho-ho. All right. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I really enjoyed playing with the guys, so I'm hoping that I'm going to enjoy it the same way. And I'm also going to have to make sure that I don't like how the font is like 6,000 point font by the, or like, no, 2-point font, so I have to be like, what? But anyway, so I'll have to move my window around and everything to see what happens. Whoa, wall of text. Let's see. It's a massive bike ride across Iowa. There's 10,000 registered bikers, at least that many more unregistered. The route takes you every town on the way. Dozens of food stands, outdoor bars. Many people bike the whole way, but quite a lot of them bike like 10 miles, get horribly drunk, have to catch a sag wagon to the next start point. George Ledoux. That's right. Yeah, sorry, Gray. That's right. I knew that. George. That's right. Wow, that's amazing, Demiser. That sounds awesome, dude. So how did you... Were you doing this with family or friends, or like what was the deal? I think this is all set already. Okay, so voice the advisor. No. We're gonna make it the good old fella guy. Okay. So, guys, tell me how the sound is. I'm gonna turn up the voice volume and the effects volume a bit and keep the music so it doesn't overwhelm it. So how is the music compared to my voice? Is it too quiet? Is it too loud? Let me know how the music is, how the sound is, and then I'm going to adjust accordingly. Welcome back, Recruit. So yeah, how's the sound, guys? Good, bad, indifferent? How's the sound? Music is good? Demiser, it's funny. That's cool, man. So is it too loud, too quiet? Like sound, music's perfect? Awesome. Cool. Alrighty, in that case, let's do it. Single player game. I have never played this before. New game. Alright, let's see. What do we got? Let's take a look at our abilities. Wait a minute. Isn't there a campaign? Okay. I don't know what that was all about. Let's see. Normal. Alright. The Exiled mode. A campaign during which you travel through different worlds towards your goal. Return to Arcadia and defeat the United One. Okay. World configuration is normal. Now character. Okay. Now I'm tempted to tell you, I'm tempted to say that, cool. Thanks, dude. I'm planning on being Mirabilis the Hat, and I thought about this before, but the reason I want to be Mirabilis the Hat is that I'm not going to do any of this. Oh, whoop. My bad. No. Damn it. There we go. I have these different choices, so I actually could choose different ones here. You know what? Let me take this back. Let's take a look. We can decide this together. I'm leaning towards Mirabilis the Hat because he's got a hat. So I'm thinking about that, but... So let's take a look. Mirabilis Card, officially also known as the Hat, has more right to hate the United One than anyone. This is because the United One not only diminished Moralbus' victory over Dremagor, the terrible leader of the Dremers, but he also usurped Moralbus' title as the head of the Council of Great Mages and of Ardania itself. For someone else, it could have been a tremendous disaster ending with deep depression, but for the Great Mage, who was often named the Hat behind his back, it became just a slight delay in his path to glory and power. Moralbus didn't waste a second mourning lost opportunities, but went traveling through the world searching for new allies who could help him in his war against the United One. Soon he encountered the Plainstriders, a most curious alliance of races made by the remnants of the army of the Great King and the Incorporeal, whose warriors were just what Moralbus needed. He quickly persuaded the Plainstriders he was best suited to be their leader and took on their role for mutual benefit. Moralbus got the army he was looking for, and the Plainstriders got his word that someday they would return to Ardania, their long-lost home. From Chronicles of New Worlds, written by Master Vardis Teleron. Okay, so I like that dude. Hey, what's going on, Animaniac? What's up, man? Who's the carrot on the screen? Very funny. Welcome back, MMO. Hey, happy birthday, Glob. What's up, dude? Happy birthday, Glob Monkey. Hey, Thorg. What's going on, bro? Okay, so that's one option. Anna the Benign took the betrayal of the United One harder than anyone, for she was rumored to be his close friend. This is why the war with the new god was not her immediate concern, but the United One was not just a great mage, he was a creature bereft of morality and feeling. Anna knew this bitter truth from experience. Only with the divine protection of Grela did Anna manage to survive and save many of her lieges. Now she wanders across the worlds of their people and dreams of returning to Ardania, not for revenge and for fame, not for fame nor in hope of returning what is lost, but for the sake of those poor souls who still remain you. Yeah, no, not interested. Let's see. Whoa, this dude. That's right. I like the look of this dude before. Let's see. Oh, and also I should check out their abilities. So he's got Archmage, plus 20% casting speed, and -2 Unrest. Okay. And he's got Lesser Fireball, and he's got Lesser Heal. Alright, she, plus 20% production, plus 100 treasury, and Favor of Agrela. Yeah, whatever. Not really interested in her. Rajak. Now, after meeting the Incorporeal, I should know much more about him than I did before. I know that he is one of the best sorcerers of this race, that he is patronized by Lunord himself, and that the experience gained during the dispute over the title of Lord of Ardania allowed Rajak to take the place of the first mage of the Plainstriders when he returned to his native world. Oh, nice, Adam. Thanks, dude. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it, dude. And The Wolf Among Us is awesome, by the way. Last chapter was great. Which, by the way, is where he went just as he learned that one of the Great Ones was about to finish the Unity spell. But the main question remains, why does Rajak intend to return to Ardania now when he avoided the battle with the United One before? Did Lunord advise him? Or maybe he understands that the gods will not be able to lock the United One within the boundaries of one world for a long time and wants to strike first? Or... I don't know. I can't predict his actions. Sometimes I think that Rajak is a much more ancient creature than the gods themselves, but sometimes I feel that there is something strangely familiar in him. He's kind of cool. +1 experience per turn. Favor of Lunord. He's kind of cool. I don't mind Rajak. Dragon Queen. What's her face? This is Daenerys? It's Daenerys, no. Hey, welcome back, African Eskimo. Good to see you, man. After the United One captured Amberon the Dark, the remaining Arethi elves are completely overwhelmed by what had happened. They faced a terrible defeat alone without the light of truth and without their teacher. Who knows what would have happened to them if it hadn't been for the Dragon Queen. Seeing the confusion of the male elves, she came to them not as a long-standing rival, but as their deliveress. She took the place of Amberon and, using the power of dragons, withdrew the surviving elves from Ardania. However, the Dragon Queen wouldn't be called the Dragon Queen had she only thought of saving the elves and herself. There is an ancient prophecy which says the one who can take away the force of the united god will be able to revive the ancient dragons of creation. Until recently, this prophecy didn't make much sense, but now all the Dragon Queen needs is to raise an army that can defeat the United One. Okay. You've been watching too much Arv when you had a dream you could log in Arv's Uplay as playing AC3. I was afraid Arv would be mad that I ruined his game. That's funny, Thor. Yeah, happy birthday, Glob. Glob, how old are you? What is your age, sir? Elven relatives, elven followers, more treasury, lesser fireball. Zara. If anyone benefited from the United One besides the United One himself, it was the head shaman Ashar the Wisest. In exchange for some service in the past, the United One not only didn't fight against Ashar, but for his help and understanding gave him a great part of his treasures in addition to a cozy, beautiful, and inaccessible world somewhere on the outskirts of the universe. Ashar accepted the gift, promising never to fight against the United One, and left Ardania, taking his monsters with him. But not all the goblins accepted such an exchange. Ashar's best student, who has always been brutally honest, frankly more on the brutal side, and short-tempered, became the new head priestess of Grumgog and declared that she had no intention of giving the ancestral lands of monsters to the United One. And believe me, when Zara decides something, even the United One can't dissuade her. Okay. Farmer, favor of Grumgog, and lesser weakness. Not interesting. Krell the Kingpin. Oh, nice. 15 or 16 centuries now. What's up, Twisted? Happy birthday to you too, man. Boy, everyone's birthday. Alright, the emergence of the United One violated the old agreements between the mages of Ardania and called for new alliances. While some mages swore allegiance to the new god, and King Lich and Malinakshkul, is that right? Malina Loxi, I guess, tried to destroy him, Krell was looking for allies to fight against the United One. He had to perform quite a feat, to convince the god Krell himself that allies were essential for such a venture. The rest seems simple. Krell quickly found common ground with Sol de Torvega and Amberon the Dark, who were also forming a coalition against the United One. But the united forces of 3 great mages, 3 patron gods, and their 3 armies were not enough. De Torvega was killed, Ambrion was captured. In an effort to retain at least part of the allied troops, Hyla and Kralm transferred Krell the Kingpin and his men away from Ardania, and with one last effort managed to seal the United One inside. However, the leader of the barbarians is not accustomed to retreating, and he knows that no seal will last forever. With or without allies, Krell intends to return one day and win. I feel like Krell the Kingpin, 19 today. Nice. Happy birthday, Twisted. Happy birthday to everybody today. I guess, okay, so I got to do my happy... Let me try this again. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Glob and Twisted Camera Gaming. Happy birthday to you. From this dude on my screen called Krell the Kingpin. Happy birthday, guys. Krell the Kingpin. I don't buy this name. I'm telling you right now. If this guy's a barbarian, why does he sound like a dude from The Godfather? Not buying it. Not taking it. Mana Vault. I like the extra mana. But, like, clean the land. Nah. Alright. King Lich. And I always used to call Lich like when I was a kid. It's very strange to me even now to call it Lich. King Lich did not like the United One very much, even when he was a mere great mage, not to mention after his transformation. Witnesses could have written songs about King Lich's fight against the United One if the latter had left at least one witness alive. He wanted to destroy the very name of the King Lich so much that he used all his strength to erase the armies of the undead. Thus he actually rendered an invaluable service to the King Lich, for the recently resurrected King Lich 6 knows the limits of the United One's power, and now he can give this enemy hell. Thank you, Call. Thank you, Call. What's up, Lakota? Good to see you, man. Haha, thank you. Alright, let's see. Yeah, Archmage, that's nice. I already have that. Conjurer, plus 20% production. That's cool. Lesser Shadow Bolt, Lesser Weakness. That's okay. I don't mind him, but... Amberon the Light. My god, it's Anderson Cooper with long hair. What happened to Amberon? Many would like to know the answer to this question. It is known that Amberon the Dark, along with Krell the Kingpin and Sol de Torvega, tried to attack the United One and suffered a defeat. Amberon was captured, and the Dragon Queen withdrew the leaderless Arethi elves from Ardania. This might have been the end of it, if Amberon hadn't showed up at the Queen's court later. Many of the Arethi elves immediately returned to his command, but Amberon has changed. He has changed so much that his courtiers sometimes don't recognize their lord. The usual severity and intolerance has given way to kindness and understanding, and most importantly, Amberon declared that a new supreme truth came to him while he was captive. He saw the light, he said, and from now on he would lead the Arethi elves to a different and brighter future. It's kind of a cool backstory. Lich versus like. Yeah, I always called it like. I just always thought it was a lie. I always sounded better than Lich. I was like, Lich? Like witch? I don't know. Glorious Tactician, plus 10% unit power. That's cool. Plus 20% academic production. No starting spells. He's kind of cool. I like him. I don't know about the Anderson Cooper stuff, though. Nefertari. Some of those who managed to escape from Ardania under the rule of the United One. I know, right, Glob? Were thrown into the world of the Great Desert and had to wander around for a long time, hoping to find shelter, food, or water. Many only briefly outlived their hope. In the darkest hour of despair, when all the energy dried up, Nefertari, Pearl of the Desert, the heiress of ancient truths, appeared before the survivors. She summoned magic and created shelter, food, and water for them, asking for only one thing in exchange, to swear an oath of allegiance and become her warriors. A small price to pay for life and freedom from suffering. So far we haven't regretted the price, but there are days when I'm afraid to look into the shining eyes of Nefertari, because in them I see the light of a mind that surpasses my understanding. Okay, researcher, extra production. Instructor, plus 1 experience per turn. Lesser Shadow Bolt, lesser Fireball. Okay. Whoa! Those eyes, though. It's the girl from Pirates of the Caribbean. Who's this guy exactly? The name Talotzian in Coatl language means he who is chosen by Talak, but that doesn't answer the question as to who this Talak is. We know only that Tlaoshin honors the god Fervus and is a half-brother of Malinakshi, the Snake Queen, the very Malinakshi who not only refused to submit to the United One, but fiercely attacked him on her own without the support of the other mages and was destroyed by the unprecedented magic force of the new god. Tlaoshin, though he never liked his sister, took her defeat as a personal insult and wants the United One to pay for it with his blood and soul. Lord of Kawatos. Lesser heal. Lesser weakness. Favor of Fervus. Wow. That guy's a little too creepy for me, I think. It's like... That's the Lizard King. That is kind of Lizard King. And then this dude, who I just can't... I can't even take seriously. King Rat the 14th. No. No, I'm wrong. L is 50, right? So 54th. King Rat the 54th is the 11th son of the famous rat... let's see, the 42nd, 11th son of the famous Rat 42nd, who attempted a desperate escape from Ardania at the first signs of despotism of the United One. After his father's death, the throne was rightly Johnny Depp was rightly passed to his eldest son, Rat the 43rd, and it seemed that the rest of the princes could only receive titles of dukes or counts. But Rat the 54th soon managed to outlive all his brothers and so become the king. An attentive reader needs to know only this much about the new king. But even more characteristic is the fact that King Rat the 44th intends to outlive the 54th, intends to outlive the United One and return his power over Ardanian royal sewers. Okay. I know it's all about biographies, right, Adam? Trader, production plus 20%, treasury 100, magnet plus 10%, lesser weakness. Well, I'm going to be with this person for a while, so I want to make sure I get it right. Okay, I've only got a few left. First Rune Witch. When those not familiar with the customs of Svarts get an audience with a king in stone, they may decide that there are only a couple of elite guards and a mere rune warrior protecting him, and that her sole mission is to serve drinks to visitors. But that's a grave mistake. This reminds me a little bit of the Banner Saga. The full title of this warrior is the First Rune Witch, sincere advisor to His Majesty, headmistress of the Eternal Guard, keeper of the Stone Throne, and so on and so forth, and she really knows her rune magic. If the First Rune Witch has to fight with any of the great mages, the latter are in big trouble. And her modest attire, the anonymous mask and simple armor of a rune warrior, is just a tribute to the tradition. Okay, plus 20% production of gold. Can dispel magic, basic dispel curses, and create an artifact. Interesting. Yeah, exactly, Demiser. Lich. Yeah, I don't know. It's weird. I don't really understand that myself. Excaliborn. This dude's cool. The ruler of the Svarts was never a great mage, but he is a great, perhaps the greatest, tactician and strategist. He and his people were able to survive the Dreamer invasion known as the Armageddon, thanks to their unmatched stamina, force, knowledge of metallurgy, and simply incredible stubbornness. Excaliborn is the embodiment of these qualities. Once he became mortally ill, he decided not to die for nothing, and chiseled a new body out of living rock. Over time, the morbidity of this new shell diminished, so for the last 100 years, the King in Stone has not left his platinum throne and is ruling the Svart kingdom through his trusted advisors. This guy is a statue? That's awesome. Plus 10 gold, plus 10% glorious tactician, plus 100 treasury. That's cool. I like that guy too. Okay, Excaliborn. Excaliborn's another possibility. Malachir, or Malachir, I guess. Malachir, Countess of Karnstein, is a charming girl and a lovely conversation partner whose castle is an absolute must-see. The hell is this, Vogue? Many of those who come to her dinner parties for the first time wonder why such a young lady has extensive domains in the death world, why she runs the armies of the undead and is patronized by Crypta. Malachir answers all questions with a smile, saying that the title and the lands are her inheritance from her great-grandmother, and that she likes everything, although in recent years she's getting bored of the landscape outside the window, and she's thinking about traveling to see other worlds and be seen, and adding that it's time to move on to dessert. That's cute. Conjurer, plus 20% production, charismatic, minus 2 unrest, and plus 100 mana. Some good stats, actually. Alright, and now we're back to Moralbus. Okay, so we've got two choices. He's stoned 24/7. So we've got Moralbus the Hat. His ability is plus 20% casting speed, minus 2 unrest, lesser fireball, lesser heal. Moralbus the Hat, or this dude, Excaliborn. I'm trying to decide between Excaliborn the statue and Moralbus the Hat, who's got the awesome hat. Yeah, I think it predates that too, but... So I gotta decide between those two. Moralbus the Hat. Oh, I have a lot of jerseys too, man. But thanks, game. Different places. Different places. Moralbus the Hat or Excaliborn. Yeah, I like this. I do like the statue thing, but... Alright, let's take a look. So... He's not an archmage. In fact, he doesn't have any magic power, really, which could be a problem. Also, he has lesser heal. He's all about the gold. Oh, man. What do the rest of you think? All right, I got 3 votes for Excalibur and 1 vote for Hat. Moralbus, 2 for Hat. Moralbus is a wannabe Gandalf. Caliborn because what? That's pretty funny. Because of the thinking man. Excalibur, 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 Excalibur. Hat, Hat, Hat. 4 votes for Caliborn and 3 votes for Hat. Oh, jeez. Ah, so close, man. I think I'm going to go with Hat. I do like Excalibur, but I think this guy has enough starting things that it's pretty impressive. All right, here we go, people. Let's see what this game is all about. Single player. Let's do this thing. Yeah, it was a tough call. I know the chat could have gone either way. I saw a lot of people did like Excalibur, but we'll give Moralbus a high, the nod because I think he has better starting positions.
Greetings, my lord. This is the main screen of the game.
Okay.
Here you can see the resources of your domain, the mini-map of the world, your capital, the surrounding landscape with your and enemy units on it. From here, you can also enter the research scrolls, your spellbook.
Oh, sorry. I clicked out of it by accident. Universal button, and it's your best friend. Whatever matters needs your attention, the universal button will get you there. When all important things are done, this button will change to end turn. Okay. Use the keys WASD or arrow key to move the camera over the world, or just move the cursor to the edge of the screen. The mouse wheel changes the camera's altitude. This is the mini-map. You can click on it to move your camera instantly to the desired place. Okay. You were a great mage and maybe eventually all-powerful, but often you need faithful soldiers to do the dirty job. Luckily, you already have a few from the start. Select a unit, click on it. Alright. Let's see what we got. By researching a spell.
You have opened the Research Scrolls window.
Yes, I have.
Here you can choose a spell to research.
Alright.
Choose wisely and consider the information that appears when you hover the cursor over a spell's icon.
Okay. Once you've researched enough spells in one group, you'll gain access to more advanced spells, and this shows you how many spells you need to research in order to gain access to more advanced spells. You can always research lesser spells if you need them. Okay. So I need to get these things. I need to get 4 in this to get to the next level. Alright. It's Sean Connery! Yeah, it is pretty cool. Alright, let's see. Firestorm. So I gotta think about how I want to make this guy. I remember that Fertile Lands was a big deal because Fertile Lands allowed me the option to basically, I needed to be able to move things around a little bit. So I think early on I'm going to want to do Fertile Lands. Lower the land. Cold Wind. Public Relations. Summon Serpents. That's awesome. Okay. So we've got that. So I'm thinking I may research Fertile Lands. What is this thing? Prosperity. Clean the land. Barony Domain. Gives me more cities. Wow. Haste, Levitation. Summon Fire Elemental. It's like it's combining spells and the Civ stuff. Okay. So behind my mask is another mask made of nanomachines. It's a nanomachine mask. Okay, let's see. And then Magic Eye. Firestorm is badass. I think I'm going to start by doing the Fertile Lands thing because I would like to be able to get... I would like to eventually be able to get some of these. Nullify. Make barren land. This is all about land motion. Scientific method for magic. Yeah, we're going to go with sorcery, I think. We're going to start with Fertile Lands, because I remember that was a big deal. He's got heal and he's got fireball. Hopefully that'll be enough early on. Okay, so we've got that. Next thing, construct a building.
In the city view, you can select buildings
Sure,
to
Thorg.
construct and units to recruit. Also, you can change the city to a special one, rename the cities, and switch between cities.
All right. Every new building needs 1,000 citizens to maintain it. You have to wait until the city population grows in order to build the next building. Here you can see the city's statistics, including its combat values and resources the city produces and consumes. Alright. So let's see what we got. Click on the unit to order its recruitment. It will cost you some gold and will take a few turns to complete. You can order to hire several units in a row. They'll form a queue. You can remove a unit from the queue by clicking on it. Okay. That's pretty clear. So let's see here. What have we got? What have we got? Magic Smithy. Gives me Mage Weave armor. Takes 3 turns. We've got a Smithy already. We've got a Strider's Guild. Withering Forest. We've already got a farm. Building tree. You can see all the buildings that could potentially be built in the city. Okay, so just like Civ, building needs another building. Others require a resource or a certain population size. All right. Training grounds. Military academy. Wow, that's awesome. The Lego tumbler, that's badass. Well, Lego knows what they're doing, man, I'll tell you what. Haha, what's up, Ravina? Good to see you, Ravina. What's up? Hi, Crip. How you doing, man? Military Academy. Endless Tavern. Trading Post. A War University. Wow. Okay. Alright. So let's see. Mana Trap. Acquired from Mana Pool. Magic Smithy. Market a Plain Archer's Guild. Already got a Strider's Guild. Alright, I'm going to build... Oh, man. I want to try to go with his strength, but I'm going to try to build... I'm torn here. It's 100 gold. So, I guess I'm going to... I'm torn between building a magic smithy so I can get that mage weave armor and building a market because that'll get me more gold and building a plain warriors guild. So I think what I'm going to do early on, I'm going to privilege sort of gold and resources early on. So I'm going to build a market, I think. And let's build the market. Let's build it here. Okay. Now, as far as recruiting is concerned, let's recruit some more Gray Striders. Let's get those guys going on. Yeah, he's like, where's Rachel? Rachel's dead, man. She's dead. All right. So, time to sort of set off and see what we see. Actually, before I do that, it's time for me to save. Single player campaign. Duranker. Oh, that's part of that's part of the dog's charm, Duranker. You know what I'm saying? It's part of his charm. Okay. Let's see. So we've got Gray Striders here. Got the archers here. Let's.
On the way of the bow.
In order for your unit to move by left-clicking on the desired hex, may take several turns to get there. You can see the predicted path and you move the cursor over the map. To attack with the unit, click on the target. Melee fighting units can attack adjacent targets. Shooters have a range of 2 or more hexes. To commit the attack, you need to have some unspent movement points, so plan carefully. Some units have special actions, can be powerful attacks, healing spells, or useful enchantments. Click on an action and select a target to activate it. Then the action must cool down. Okay. Left mouse button is used to select or give orders. Right mouse button is used to deselect something or get information. Okay. Makes sense. Alright, what are your special abilities? You can defend. You have supporting scout. Sentry. Disband. Okay. Right. Okay. All right. Let's move them. I have no idea where to move them. Let's move them. Let's go simply. Whoops. Ooh, wolves. All right. Now, can I attack with these guys? Can't attack with them yet. That wolf's den is going to be useful. All right. Can I hit the wolf? I wonder if I can, like, can be looted by any unit. I wonder if I can attack the wolves from there. I assume I can. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. All right, I'm going to go after them. All right, meanwhile, my striders. I'm going to go in the opposite direction. What is that? Whoa.
My lord, you have received the first request for assistance.
A quest?
Sometimes you will have only one option to answer, and sometimes you could choose any answer you want. But
Yes,
in
exactly.
This case, please consider the consequences of your decision.
Okay, walk softly and carry a big wand. It's all about the quest. Sometimes you'll only have one option to answer. You can choose any answer you want. Do consider the consequences. So let's see. What is the quest? You try to cross the bridge, but a band of mad mages suddenly appears. They say, "You shall not we mean pass." Alright, so let's see. Give them a bag of gold. One of the following will happen. Chance of 70%. That's generous of you. The bridge is open now. Plus you get mages. Okay. Frighten the mad ma- Alright, so I could do this. Bridge is open now. Mages. Chance of 30% they attack. Alright. Or I could frighten them with an illusion. Chance of, it'll cost 50 mana to do that, which I don't think I have. I don't think I have 50 mana. Mad mages run in fear. Some of them even run around a cliff. Or the mad mages attack. Or I can wait and leave the mad mages in their bridge for a while. I don't know how powerful these guys are, though. So I guess I'm going to attack them, and I'm going to see. I don't know if this is going to work, but we're going to find out. What mages lack in personal grooming skills, they more than make up for in explosive potential. The most powerful mages are one-man wrecking crews, the ability to flatten a town with just a few spells. Fortunately, when they start going a bit dotty, they can become a real hazard to anyone and anything that passes their gaze. That's why, in his infinite wisdom, Brashnard created Ardania's first retirement home for mages. Thick iron walls, comfortable chairs, and exciting social activities for the retired wizards in your family. From a brochure discovered when the collected works of His Majesty's advisor. Okay, what is that attack ability? They have attack of 17? As opposed to my attack of 9. Yeesh. This may be a problem, actually. Defense bonus in forests. I probably should have gone to the forest to do this, but oh well. That's going to be interesting. Save early, save often, yeah. Alright, well, we'll see what happens. Certainly staying away from them. Can't I? Why can I not attack from here?
Shadows of Grey.
Oh, yeah, hell yeah. They are equipped in armor. Definitely, I want to do that for sure. So why am I not able to attack with them? Should be able to attack, I thought. Oh, they're the melee guys. Oh, God. That's why. I was thinking they were ranged. Let's do it. Okay. Alright, so that's probably not going to work. That's not going to work. What's up, dude? Good to see you, man. Let's just reload that. That clearly is not a good option. Okay, so I want to send my... First of all, I want to send my archers that way. I don't want to send these guys that way. They got owned, although, you know, they sort of got owned. I mean, they... Let's get that perk, first of all.
Target confirmed.
That's more like it. By the time they get to me, they're not going to be able to own me in the same way. That's what I'm talking about. Remind me not to follow you into battle. No, it's fine. I'll just... If we ever lose a battle, I just reload. I don't know what you're talking about. It's totally fine. No problems. Got nothing to worry about. Okay. Let's head here. Also, I want you to be wearing armor. Although, 45 gold. Try it. I'll worry about the amount of gold that's involved, but oh well. Okay. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Well, no, I mean, you know, like, New unit is available. It's time for some magic. You can use spells to damage or weaken enemy units, heal or enchant your own units, change the landscape, travel great distances, and so on. To the city! What do you mean a new thing is available? They're already being built. I don't get it. They're already being built. What is the major malfunction? Although, actually... And actually, we are doing the research thing, right? Yes. Okay. Right, so that's being researched. Can I cast Lesser Fireball?
This is your spell book,
Oh.
which contains all the spells you have
Nice
learned.
recruit.
Note the indicator beside each spell's icon.
And thank you.
It shows how much time is required to cast the spell.
Okay. How many turns will take to cast a spell? If it's half full, the spell will be ready in half a turn. Sometimes the number in the middle of the indicator will show in what number of turns the spell will be finished. Click on the spell to start casting it. All spells cost mana. Okay. So... Fireball! Haha! Now we see the violence inherent in the system. Not going to get owned this time. Your Highness, there are many bridges that connect worlds together. You can use one of them to visit another world. I'll take care of the matter immediately. Okay.
On your word. Danuran.
All right. Just hang in there. Let me see. I already got it back because I get that 5 mana. I get +5 per turn. Oh, nice. Well, then guess what? In that case, guess what's going to happen? Fireball! And there were no more mages. The villains have been defeated. 40 gold. The bridge is open. Yes. Okay. You'll head there in a turn. What's up, Killer J? Good to see you, man. Alright, as for you... Why is it down to 0 all of a sudden? I thought it only cost 5. Maybe I was wrong. Let's save it. I need to find out what quick save is also. No, you did not miss any giveaways. You did not miss any giveaways. No, you did not. Alright, let's go to the city. No. God damn it. That's going to happen to me over and over again. Great. Alright, I'm going to reload that. I forgot I hadn't unselected them yet. Shoot. Yeah, I gave away all my melee units, yeah. My giveaway was I stupidly ran up a bunch of ranged melee guys on a bunch of mages. Okay. Now then. Deselect. There we go. Okay. So I could recruit another set of Grey Striders. I'll recruit one more set. Oh, no, wait. I forgot that I already had them queued. No, I don't want to do that. So I just have these guys who are coming up next turn anyway, so that's fine. Let's take a look at the spell tree also. 11 turns. I wish there was a way to accelerate that. In Civ, you can actually put more production into it to accelerate it. Oh, man. The wolves found us. The wolves found us. Okay. Shoot, man. It's not right.
On the track!
Oh my gosh, it's one wolf versus one Grey Strider. Wow. I can heal him is the thing, so... But man, that's pretty... It's no joke right there. And also those bears. But those bears are going to be nasty. Okay, meanwhile, up here... Deselect.
Yes?
Into the portal! Yes. Achievement unlocked, Veil of Death. You've just entered a new world. Use this map of the worlds to navigate through the universe, or else you risk getting lost. Okay. Excellent. Now you can use the bridges that connect worlds and reach Indara. This is your goal, Your Majesty. From Anadra, you can enter Ardania. Your home is yet in thrall to the United One. Whoa. This is like... Recruit a settler unit. You need gold to recruit a unit. As the ordinary units, the settlers will be placed in a building queue. It'll take some turns to finish the hiring. Once the settler is ready, we'll discuss creating a new city. Alright. Let's do it then. Settlers, go forth. Also, I can build a new building now. What's up, Mercurius? Okay, sounds good, call. Let's see, what have we? Oh my goodness, look at all this stuff. Tax office, we can increase our gold. Which is sort of what I was planning to do, was my theory. Production +3. Transmutation plant. Tax office. Plus 50%. Yeah, let's do it. Let's build a tax office. That'll certainly make me popular. We'll build it in the Withering Hills, where no one goes anyway. There we go. Alrighty. Excellent.
Aye!
Alright, we're gonna send you north. Those wolves make me a little nervous, quite frankly. Defense bonus in forests. Alright, I'm gonna go there, because if they come at me, and they will... Yeah, I had a feeling that might happen. Yes! We have captured a wolf den, huzzah! What's up, Snark? You hate the race I picked? Well, sorry, man. What's up, Kathleen? Good to see you. Alright, this dude can't go yet. What new unit? A new unit is available. Settlers of Plains can be recruited in the city of Lancargo. Yeah, I'm doing that. I'm already recruiting the Settlers of Plains. as we speak. I'm not going to recruit any new units yet. Okay, now the only... How do I cycle through units, I wonder? There we go. Open the list of units. This is the unit list screen that shows all your units along with their levels, upgrade possibilities, enchantments the units already have, and the worlds they are in. Click on the unit panel to go to the selected unit on a global map. Okay. So let's go to these guys. Nope. Wrong. I'm incorrect. Let's go to these guys. No, I'm still incorrect. God damn it. No, what? Go there. Plains of Death. That seems terrifying. Alright. I'm gonna go I'll deal with that world. Now that I know it's there, I'll deal with that world. But first of all, I want to take out a bunch of these people around here with my archers. I have not been doing enough of that. So I'm gonna try to take out, like, for example, some of the bears. No, I do not want to send the unit into the portal. Thank you. I like it, Kathleen. I mean, I played some of it with the guys, and I really enjoyed it, and I'm trying to see how the single-player campaign is as well, so we will get the sense of it. Oh, nice with intent. Yeah, Divinity Original Sin was pretty badass. Yeah, no, Kathleen, this only came out about 4 months ago? Maybe? 3 months ago, maybe? So, it's actually relatively recent. Diplomatic relations window.
You have opened the diplomacy screen.
Yes, I have.
From here, you can enter negotiations with other great mages who you have encountered. With them, you may offer trade, make peace or non-aggression pacts, declare war, and so on. Also note the Circle of Gods, which shows how you and the other great mages stand with the gods. To improve the relationship with a god, you may complete his or her quest. Improving these relationships will allow you to gain new spells and hire his or her servants.
Yeah, no. Vacation is good on the Plains of Death, right? Well, so far I haven't met anybody, so that's not very useful. Quest panel. I currently have no quests, okay. Alright then. Yeah, so these... I'm gonna have my archers basically go around and pick a bunch of guys off. This may not be that big a world, too. I may have to go into these other planes. This may be relatively small. We'll see. Okay. End the turn. Just a little civilization trick is you always save at the beginning of a turn, not the end of it. Because... oh, God. Because, well, for reasons such as that. Alright, I think I'll be able to get out of that, but that could be a problem. Anyway, let me save. So you always want to save it at the beginning of a turn to give you more options. Although I know it auto-saves automatically, I guess, so I guess there's that. Does it do that auto-save turn 2, turn 4? Oh, it does that anyway. Alright, okay. Never mind then. I didn't realize that, so I guess you don't have to do that. Okay. Let's see. Let's start with healing this guy. Okay.
We go long.
Herbal knowledge. See, because in the forest, they have defense. They have much more solid defense here. So if I can just leave them there, then I can worry about the bears and the wolves, and I can take over 2 at once. I'm also going to try to heal, because I have enough to do it. I'm going to also try to heal this dude. And one more. I can't do it again. Alright, that's alright, though, because he killed that wolf already. So, captured a wolf den, and they got me some gold. Outstanding. Oh my god, bears. Okay, so we're gonna... oh my goodness. Alright, so we're gonna go back in here. Okay, I don't think the bears are going to be able to get to them this turn, even if they notice them. So if they go over here, then they can sit in the forest and basically defend themselves while I build it up, so... So, yes. Let's see. These guys now. Don't suppose I can hit them from there, right? No. But I can hit them from here. Zip! Nice. So I did some damage to them, and I've set it up such that now if they come, it's going to be harder for them, plus these guys have the defensive bonuses. So now I think that'll be okay. It is the Wolves Among Us, yes. Yes, game, indeed it is. Indeed it is. Good to see everyone today. I hope everyone is having a good time. Welcome to the stream. If you are new to it, my name is Arvanelleron. I play a number of different sorts of games, but I focus generally on story and narrative-based games. So I tend to play a lot of RPGs, some adventure games like the Assassin's Creed series. Just finished The Wolf Among Us recently. The RPG stuff, Mass Effect. I loved Baldur's Gate and Icewind Dale, and I'm playing through Divinity Original Sin at the moment. The other adventure games, I forgot to mention the Arkham games. I love those too. So yes. So if you like what you see in here, currently this is the Warlock 2 single-player campaign. So if you like what you see in here, please hit that follow button. Combo breaker, Crip. Combo breaker. Nice work. Okay, let's see. Meanwhile, back at the city. All right, we got 2 turns until we get the tax office. I want to basically get a lot of gold first. Early game in a lot of the 4X games I find is about emphasis on research. But, sorry, not research, resources, so that I have enough stuff to be able to build things later on, especially if I'm not getting pressed. If I'm just here mostly on my own, and the stuff that's around me is basically like passive, you know, bears, wolves, things like that, I have to go towards them before they decide they're going to come attack me. That gives me a little more time to sort of build up my resources and then use those resources to then build more aggressive units that I can take into other planes, which is why I retreated my archers from that other plane, because I don't want to deal with a bunch of undead at the moment. So I brought them back out here. If the undead decide to come through here, that'll suck, but I'll deal with that when it gets there. So, alrighty, and I think that is it. Let's end that turn. Let's see. Your Highness, I have bad news. Our spies report that the United One has 4 lieutenants. They were all once great mages in the past, but now they serve him blindly. They will try to stop us on the way to Ardania. Now, sir, it is even more imperative that you reach Ainadra. To enter Ainadra is my main goal now. I know this. Hey, good to see you, Polar. What's up, man? Hey, Law. Oh, thanks, dude. I would love to be able to see what those emotes are. The truth is, I do not even know those emotes yet. Law has set them up ahead of time in the hopes that all of that happens. So I certainly hope that is the case. All right, let's have you heal. Oh, cooldown. Okay, so it takes a little bit more. Oops. You guys can go here. I'm just going to pick these guys off. Yes, they have leveled up. And I'm about to learn what that means, I think. Select a perk. Cover Specialist. Defense bonus on rugged terrain. Wide formation. Marksman. Oh, hell yeah, Marksman. Give me the damages. All the damages. Oh, nice, Polar. How was Italy? How was it, man? Was it awesome? Still in the forest. So I will head here still. If the bears come at me, I'm still going to have the defense bonuses. So let's have you guys. Oh, I do not want you to disband. I guess I can't do that. Okay, that's fine. I don't want them moving in yet, though, because I want the archers to take more from them. Okay. Meanwhile, this guy... Let's get some healing going, guys. Well done, well done. Excellent, okay.
Shadows of Grey.
Alright, so we'll move him next time. Signed unit orders.
Traveling.
Ah, settlers. Now it's time to go and found a new city. First of all, you cannot start a new city closer than 3 hexes away from an existing one. Oh, geez, Law. I see. Rome was awesome. Naples is great as well. Beautiful countryside. That's awesome, man. That's really cool, Polar. I'm glad you had a good time, dude. Time to go and find a new city. Okay, when you find a good spot, move your satellite to it, use its special action to start a new city. Should be enough free space for the city to grow. Nearby resources should be a primary concern. Landscape bonuses matter too. Alright. So I'm going to have to see how big this plane is. I want to know whether or not this plane is big enough that it even makes sense to start another city, because I might do 2 cities in this plane and then do more cities and then do cities in the other plane. You know, like in the plane that we were going to. Ooh, what is this? Oh, another bear den. Okay, I'll have to deal with that in a minute. Like, right now, I don't see resources here that are particularly useful. It's like a good defensible position, but not very resource heavy. So, at the moment, I think I'm just going to leave the... I'm going to leave them there, actually, is what I'm going to do.
To the unknown.
Whoops. Okay. Quest panel is this thing using the bridge between worlds, blah, blah, blah. Right, I get it. It's a lot of gold and a lot of mana. That'll be nice. This plane's not big enough for the both of us. Okay, cool. Sounds good, Law. So, alright. I gotta get these guys... Yeah, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to move my striders around here to basically look. I think this is probably blocked off, but we'll see. Have them take out the rest of the bears. See if there's any. There is an iron resource there, but the thing is that I don't remember how far... I wish Sod were in here. He could tell me. I don't remember how far the city can expand. Like, actually, people who've played this before can tell me. How far does this city expand? Like, at its maximum, will it reach that iron? Or is it never going to reach that iron? Because other than that, I mean, I see there's, like, iron here, there's iron here, so I could maybe build a city, like, near one of these areas where I could get more of the iron resources, but other than that, it seems to me it's going to make more sense to go into the other world and build a city there. City stop at 3 hexes. Okay, so then, let's see. It's 3 hexes out, so it's going to stop here. Oh, that's great. Alright, so maybe I'll end up building one there. Alright, okay.
Pioneers.
Alright, for right now, I want you to defend. Whoa, what? Neutrals, what? The hell's that? Did you guys just build a lair on my... What? That will not fly. Alright, let's pick off the rest of these dudes. Okay. Restoring some hit points. Okay, for you... Okay, these guys can now handle this. I gotta take you guys back and freaking take out the, You guys have got to take out those polar wolves. That is not gonna work. Duty. What's up, G-Man? Good to see you, bro. What's up, dude? Okay. These guys... Build a little bit more healing, and the next turn will go. Enemy at the gate. Oh, that's right. I can attack from here. I forgot I can do that. Yes. Zap. Oh my god, I totally forgot about that. I do not need to worry about these guys at all. No problems. You guys covered it. I forgot the city can attack. That's so awesome. I love that. Totally forgot that. Right. I still want you guys to defend. And end turn. Alright. Enemy at the gate. Yeah, I know. No enemy at the gate anymore. Big fella. Right, that's what I thought. Okay, so there's nothing there. So what I want to be able to do is I'm going to want to be able to get these guys up here before this attack happens. And actually, the best thing, no, you know what I'm actually going to do? I'm going to move my archers around. They're going to take out the bears. I'm going to move them around. They're basically going to go in a circle. Archers are going to do a lot of damage here. Come over here. Pick off the bears over here. And then come around here. And then they're going to pick off, there's another bear den up here. So that's the way it's going to work. Yeah. No, I have not played Fire Emblem. I've heard about it, but no. Yeah, this is totally a strategy game, Adam, yeah. And I was jonesing for one. I haven't played one for a long time. I love the Heroes of Might and Magic games. This is a little bit more Civ-like, but that's cool. I mean, I liked the idea of fantasy Civ anyway, so. Alright, assign unit orders. What else? Can you guys handle this now? Okay, you guys can go here. You probably can't attack him yet, right? Yeah, but if he comes after you, they've got defense up, so I'm not that worried. Whoa, Chasm. Lost Caravan. Cool stuff. Alright.
Danuran.
Nice. You guys are in big trouble. Want you to defend. And that's it. How's my, got 6 turns to fertile lands. Okay. And what about the city itself? Okay, I can recruit another one of those. I don't need to do that yet. I've got how many turns? What is being built right now? Wasn't I building a bank or something? What the hell was I building? Not a foundry. What was I building? Population is insufficient. Oh. I need more population. How do I increase population? Again, I'm going to kill all the bears. Listen, man, if the bears get in my way, bears got to step. Bears got to step. Actually, it's gots to step. Someone said recruit. What's up, Great Elio? Tax office. How do I, Oh my god, really, Club? They're peaceful creatures except they're birdie. Exactly. Other than that, they're totally fine. No, but does anybody know how I increase population? And what's up, Great Holio, and anyone who's come in recently? How do I increase population? Does anybody know? Silly question. You guys are incredibly brilliant. Of course you know. Your population increases automatically. Increase in the green circle that is the level of your city. Oh. God, the iconography. Alright, let's see. Attack right. Fort right. 250 right. Okay, plus 131 from city size. So does that mean I get 131 per day? Food? What does that mean, food? So I have to get another farm, basically? Is that the idea? It increases more production? Rename the city Green Bay. For beating up on bears. Nice. They're called Shadows of Vendril. Jesus, yeah, I will look out for that, Club. Okay, so food, fine. So that's minus... What is that -5 city population? Oh, that means how much food I'm getting. Alright. So it looks like that's fine. I just have to wait for the population to increase, basically. Because it looks like... Does that mean that I'm getting 131 people per turn? Is that what that means? It says 5580. God, that font is small. It says 5580, and I'm getting plus 131 per turn. Is that what that means? So I get 131 pop per turn? Because that means that I'm going to have to wait for 4 turns, I think. 4 turns before I get to the 1,000 population, at which point I could build whatever the heck it was I said I was building. Tax office, I think we said. Does anybody know? And also, what is this 7 number here? What is this thing? So 2 questions. Number 1, the population, is that what that means? That it's plus 131 per turn? Is that what that means? And secondly, what is this? What's that thing over here? Oh, actually, let me, now that I look at it, sorry guys. I'm going to move, I'm going to edit some things. I got so engrossed I forgot that I should actually make some things easier for you folks to see. My apologies. Let's do it like this. And that way we can see that. And let me reduce this slightly. Don't need chat to be that large. And let's move it down here. Bear with me. Sorry, folks. There we go. Okay. 7 is the turn you're on. I'm on turn 7. Okay, cool. Oh, yeah, there is a tax office. There is a tax office. So what the heck was I building? I thought I was building something. Okay, I guess what it is there's no free construction sites for new buildings, but population is insufficient. Okay, so I need to be able to... Basically, what this all comes down to is I need more of a population. Okay, so the tax office is built. Thank you, Cradoli. That's right. And I'm getting more gold as a result. So all I really need to do now is I need to increase my population. And that I need to do, I guess, just by waiting, essentially. So the question is whether this number, this plus 31, is that the number that I'm getting per turn? Because if that's what it is, then in like 4 turns, roughly, I'll have enough that I can build another building. Does anyone know, is that what that means? What's up, Fraven? His game of Catan, yeah. I'll trade 4 sheep for 3 stone and... Oh man, Catan. Anybody know? Depends on the number of buildings in the city. But, like, where can I see... the question is where I can see it. Like, where do I see what the growth rate is? I'm assuming that that's what this is. Well, you know what? I'll be able to tell, because right now it's 5580. So let's see what it's at next turn. That's all. Let's just see what the population is at. Yeah, there's the bears. Okay. Right. Now, let's take a look at the city and let's find out. Yep, that's what it was. 5581, yeah. So now we're up to 129 per turn extra, but we're moving in the right direction. Okay, cool, cool. I'll give you 3 sheep for some wood, yeah. If you want more stuff built, you build more cities. EA puts like 6 cities on their first plane. Oh my god, really? Okay. That's good to know. Seems maybe a little extreme. I want to find more resources anyway. Okay, let's see. Let's go with this guy. 50 gold! Yes. Yes, there's gold in these hills. Living Forest heals units per turn. 4 life magic. Nice. That could be very useful. Impassable. Alright, let's get... Okay. You, on the other hand, I want to go this way. Because I want you to take out these bears. No, I do not want you to go into the portal. Growth rate of population is affected by food production. To sustain itself, the city's population uses 1 food for every 1,000 people in it. Yeah, I'm okay on the food, though. I think I'm alright on the food. Because I'm still getting 1 extra food a turn and everything. I'll have to build new cities and all that stuff. I mean, I definitely... I understand all that. I get that drill, but... Okay, these guys... Okay, we are going to... We are going to do a little zappy. Little fireball action. Critical hit. Wow, that was actually kind of weak. Let's try that again. That is, Less than impressive, I have to say. Alright. Alright, I will send these guys down this way. Send you into the Forest Hills. We'll move them over this way to explore this region, and I'm going to bring my archers down. Once the archers take care of these bears, I'll bring my archers down to deal with these dudes. Alright, meanwhile, we're still waiting on the settlers to do something. And, okay. Still a better food system than the Hobbit MMO. There was a Hobbit MMO? There's a Lord of the Rings MMO that I used to play, but I never heard of a Hobbit MMO. Alright, let's... Optimal number of cities is 5. Optimal number of cities in this plane? Is that what my domain is? Or, like, in general? Okay. Every so often, we'll do a periodic ARV continuing thing. Which I'll spell right. I promise. ARV continuing. Okay. Alright, let's end the turn. Okay, good, wonderful, wonderbar. Let's see. You guys, let's start with you. Now.
Target confirmed.
It's like shooting bears in a barrel. Shooting bears in a barrel. That's total. You can do some things to increase the number of cities control. Okay, 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 cool. Thanks, Snark. Gotcha. Gotcha. Alright, these guys, I want to move over. Yeah, let's send you guys down here. Okay. Ah, see? Some wolves. Yes, some wolves. I will deal with you later.
Aye.
What do we got here? 60 gold. Very nice, very nice. Living forest. That is really cool. How do I even get there? Mountains, mountains, mountains. I'm going to have to lower... So, okay, so to get here, to get to this place, there's no way to get there, right? I have to use, like, a spell to lower the ground to get to this healing forest, right? Because there's no way to get there, right? I don't... Or am I just being dumb? There's no way to get to that place under current conditions, right? I don't think this area. If I'm not mistaken. Defend. $58.40. Okay, so 2 more turns until I can build another building. That's great. I do have plenty of gold, so I could definitely send out more guys if I need to. And what was the other thing? Oh, yeah, spells. Not that. Research is what I meant. Fertile lands. Yes, turns any lands fertile. Delightful. Okay, so that's... We got 4 more turns to do that. Wonderbar. Okay. Let's end that turn. Wow. Really? You guys are going awfully far afield to attack me. Really? Okay. While walking through the marketplace in disguise, you see an old blind beggar who has a golden ring with an emerald in his begging bowl. Add more to his treasures, of course. The beggar hears the jangling of coins and wishes you tenfold in return. Ah. Ah. Enemy at the gate. Alrighty. You made an error.
Gray Striders.
And you leveled up. Achievement unlocked. General. Just said 10 general. That's a strange achievement. What's up, Rogan? Good to see you, man. Okay, let's level these dudes up. Say we go long. That's funny. Blade wall, resistance plus 30 melee, damage plus 20 melee. Let's increase that damage. Okay, right. Assign unit orders.
On your word.
That's right. Alright, they're going to take a while to get there, obviously. Yes, that's what I thought. There's no real way to get there. Okay. So, yeah. So I'm going to move these guys back to the portal. So, alright, no, I'm not going to do that. These guys are going to stay here because they haven't leveled yet. These guys are going to stay and be the guards for this city. These guys down here and my archers, once they're done taking out the bears, those guys are going to be the troops that are going to go with my settlers into the next plane and create a new city over there. First, I have to decide if I want to build a second city here. Because the problem is the only thing I really see here... Oh, Polar Wolf's Lair. Oh, did I never do that? That's dumb of me. That was foolish. The problem is that there's not a lot of resources here. I mean, there's iron. There is iron. But I don't really know beyond that. Like, I mean, I guess I could build something here, and then eventually it would hook. But it doesn't make any sense because the city population is going to include that anyway. So I don't really know that it's worth building another city in this plane. Yeah, kind of, Duranker. I'd say that's true. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm playing it wrong, but to me, I don't really see the benefit of building another city on this plane. There's not a lot of resources around here. So other than just, like, it's defensible as all hell. It'll be nice if, like, an invading army comes in. But there's no real benefit to it. So I think I'm going to send my settlers along with my upgraded units, which is this guy and my archers up here. They're going to go in and basically be the guards for those two units, plus the settlers will go in and build a city in that scary, scary undead plane. What's up, Mano? Good to see you, man. You're iron. Yes, no doubt. No doubt I am. Alright, so these guys then are going to come all the way back here. I think you would like this, Mano. Hey, what's up, Sod? You have a lot of iron making a city up there? Like a city up here? Really? But the thing is, though, like, and maybe Sod can help me with this too. Like, so this thing is, you said 3 hexes, right? That's 3 hexes out. So, I assume, right? So, in other words, the city is going to expand one more time and then it's going to take in this. Once it does that, it's already going to take in this iron. It's not going to take in this iron. But, I mean, am I supposed to build a city just so I can pick up, like, this iron resource, this one that it's not going to get? Or so I can pick up this one iron resource? That seems like a waste. Good to see you, Sod. You know what I'm saying? Like, why does it make sense to build a city just for the sake of building a city like here? 3 hexes out. So does it make sense to build a city like here just to get 1 iron resource? I don't know. That seems nuts to me, but I mean, I'm not, you know. Again, I am hardly an expert. This is the first time I've played single player.
Aye.
Aye. Yeah, so I think I'm going to do what I was thinking initially. I'm going to take these guys, I'm going to move them all the way back, and they're basically going to be defending the city. So, dun-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. They're going to be defending the city like this. They're going to go into the city eventually. The settlers are going to go with my then-to-be upgraded archers. My archers still have to go over here and deal with these bears. And these guys are going to go over and deal with the wolves. And then I'm going to send my 2 upgraded units plus settlers into this plane. That's basically the idea. Try to fit a second city? Really? Sod. Kill me. Alright. Well.
To the unknown.
Alright, if I'm going to fit a second city, then I'm... If I'm going to fit a second city, do I fit it right next to this? Yeah, flat percentage increases. Yeah, but yes, Crate, but this iron is going to get picked up by my main city in just a minute. When my city expands again, it's going to be 1 hex larger, and it's going to take in that iron regardless. So, the only thing I'm really doing is just picking up this iron. They don't get boost from tiles. Okay, I think I know what you mean, Sod. Yeah, yeah. But, like, so can I put the city here? Like, if I built the city here so I can get that iron, like, is that going to screw up this portal? It just feels so much of a waste. Or, like, do I put it here? Where my archers are? What do you mean? Oh, yeah, you're right. You're right. That's iron, isn't it? Yes, you're right. Hold on a second. Let me see if that's true. I see. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Good call, Crate. So in that case, I should build the city here. Putting a mill on a food boosting tile doesn't boost the mill. I see. I see. Okay, cool, son. All right, well, then I should move the settlers here then and build it. As long as it's not on the portal. All right. All right, sold. I'm going to build it right here then. Sold. God damn it. That night a fairy comes to you in your dreams, thanks you for your kindness to the poor and beggar in the market, and blesses you in your city. What a great dream. I got the blessing of nature. What does that mean? Plus 100% production, plus 50 population. Yeah! That's what happens when you help out beggars. Woo! You can turn the water into more land. Yeah. No, I do have, and I have fertile lands on the way. Nice. I am definitely I don't have any problems with cash, I don't think. So, alright, I'm going to send these guys down then. Where's the place I need them to deal with? Those bears over there. These wolves are going to be dead by the time they get there. So I'm going to send these guys over to deal with those bears. Okay.
Ever traveling.
Those guys are going that way. Let's see. These guys. All right, I'm going to zap these guys. Actually, wait. No, I'm not. I'm going to lesser heal them. What? Oh, there we go. It's like, what the hell? All right. God damn it, I could have freaking enemy at the gated them. Crap. Totally forgot that. Shoot. Shoot. Yeah, I mean, I understand, Sod. Like, the thing is, I have to decide between putting it here or here is really the only issue. I don't want to put it on this side of the portal because that's going to be, like, literally bumping up right next to it. If I build it here or here, I can expand it out and I can get the iron, which is really the only resource there. So, you know, all right.
We go long.
We go long. All right. Let's see these guys. Move into the city. You guys are going to be their defense. I do not want you to disband. The second plane, Mano. I'll show you in a minute because I'm going to be going into that plane pretty soon. Alright, now let me see. Now we can construct a building. Alright. Let me think about what I want to do here. So I've been building resources. Let's see. I'm doing okay on the gold side. Craftsman District Farm. Fort. Foundry. Foundry might be helpful. What about a magic smithy? Magic tower. Mana trap. Plain Archers Guild. Yeah, I may do that. Those archers are pretty nasty. Plus 10 people. These shrines. Yeah, okay. I'm going to build a Plain Archers Guild. Question is where? Let's build it closer to the portal, I think. Let's do it there. Okay. I have one set of archers. I do have that. I do have one set of archers, actually. Smart guy. 2 turns to fertile lands also. Yeah, I have one set of archers, and they've been the ones running around the map doing all my dirty work for me. Right, that's the end of that. Oh, God.